And good.
Huh?
You're good.
Okay. This is podcast 369 with my friend, special guest, John Amiro. What's up, John?
Brian, how are you?
Good, great to talk to you today. Coming on the show today. First time guest ever, I think, coming on the podcast today.
Yes, I'm very excited and nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Well, you won't be nervous because once you start talking, I think we'll get a lot of things going here. So let me ask you a little bit. So how did you get associated with this field?
That is a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Believe it or not, I used to work here. It was my first job out of college.
Wow.
I worked at Shore Collaborative in Danvers, Massachusetts.
Wow.
And was probably one of my most favorite jobs I ever had.
Why is that? Why was it one's favorite job?
Because you went to work and basically had fun all day.
Yeah.
It was not like a job.
It was like construction work. It wasn't like a construction job.
No, it wasn't. I used to I had my own construction business, and it was nothing like Shore. Shore was so much fun. We did crafts all day. We made things. We built things. We had fun. We laughed. We sang.
You did? Nice.
We did. Oh yeah, we love to sing songs.
Now, did you run it yourself, or did you just one of the workers there at the time?
No, I was just a worker at the time.
Wow. And what made you leave after a while? What was it that made you stop after a while when you did that?
That's a good question. Well, what had happened is Shore actually moved. They've expanded. And I ended up staying in that facility. So I ended up working with the state. And then once we had children, we had to make some changes as far as income goes. So I had started a business, a construction business.
Wow. So let me ask you a little bit about New Hampshire. So I know you live in Hampstead, right?
I do.
You do? Is Hampstead red up there? Or is it pretty blue where you're at?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'd say it's a good mix, but it's probably going more blue.
Blue.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh is right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Oh, I don't know if I like the sound of that. It's
Yes.
blue. Now let me ask you a question. So I don't know if I just had something cool. So I met Trump once, actually a couple of years ago, 2009, and I met him once a couple of years ago.
That's like, I know people just wait in lines forever to meet him and never end up meeting him. So
Yeah.
you actually met him?
Yeah. Trump Tower, 2009. When I was in New York City with my parents.
What was he like?
Wicked nice guy. Very talkative. I asked him about Rose O'Donnell too, actually.
What did he say about that?
He said, "You know about that, huh?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I know all about that fight you guys had on TV many, many years ago." You think he was surprised to hear that question? I said,
I bet he was.
How's he Rose O'Donnell these days? Now, I have a question about him, if you don't mind me asking.
Not at all.
Why do you think so many people that liked him turned on him? Everybody that used to be his friend turned on him later on. I don't understand why that is.
That's a very good question. Just off the top of my head, I think that he's a lightning rod. So a lot of people, to basically save their own hides, disassociated themselves with Trump because they didn't want to get taken down if they were part of him. Because as we've seen, a lot of people around him have been taken down, and they've done terrible things to the people around them. They've put some people in jail. So I think a lot of people just said, we don't want anything to do with him. We just want to be status quo and stay out of it.
So it's funny you say that. So I think over the past couple of years, I think he's changed a little. I think he's changed a lot, though. I feel like. Do you agree? I feel like he's gotten a little more calmer with his sayings.
I agree, and I feel like if he has to.
He has to.
Yes.
Yeah. How come?
Because I know that I'll say people like my parents, that older generation, they probably would have voted for Trump.
Yeah.
But because of his style, he was very brash and he was arrogant.
Yeah.
And the things that he said just weren't very professional or political. So some people didn't like that. So people like my parents did not want to vote for someone like that.
Do you think he's being advised by good people that are advising him, telling him to be more calm, or do you think his advisors are being very like they're telling him, "Hey, don't say this" or "Don't talk like that"? They're being telling him behind the scenes what to do.
That's a good question, because I think that part of Trump's issues are that he's had people in his camp or on his team that haven't had his best interests in mind, and it seems as though I hope that I'm sure that people are telling him. I think that he doesn't want people that are just yes men. And he wants the opposite view. But he definitely needs to. I feel like if he wants any chance, it's
hard.
He has to calm it down a little bit, be more. I would say maybe more compassionate, maybe.
But what is it with him with loyalty? How come I like that though? But he said he's very into loyalty. Why is it that when people just loyal to him, he'll get angry at I kind of think it's entertaining somewhat though, but he gets very angry who backstab him. Like DeSantis, for example, from Florida. He's running against Trump. And Trump doesn't like that. Is that because he doesn't like competition?
I think Trump's very competitive. I think that Trump loves competition. I think he thrives off of competition. That seems to be his basically his MO throughout his whole career.
Life. Even in business?
Even in business. I think that competition, he's the top dog, and he wants to prove that he's the top dog. And the business that he was in is very cutthroat, and obviously politics is very cutthroat. So,
who do you think could pick for a VP pick? Who do you think he's going to have for a VP? Because I think he's gonna probably pick a woman candidate. I'm almost certain of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Vivek.
Yeah, you like Vivek?
I really like what he has to say. He's got a definite plan. That he would like to execute once they're in office. I don't know if he's popular enough. That's all stuff. That's all politics, and all that. That's a big decision. Whoever he has for VP. So
why is Chris Christie so angry? I don't understand what's up with Chris Christie. He's so angry and so jealous. He's so filled with this Trump anger. Chris Christie is.
Yeah, I don't know. I catch little things here and there of what he says, so I'm not too familiar with Chris Christie. But he seems to be very angry, and it's very strange over I would say the past 10 years how he's just changed. Yeah.
So let me ask you about movies. So, who's your favorite actor of all time?
Oh my gosh, it was probably. I'm going way back.
Okay.
I'm going to say it was probably Lee Majors.
I met him.
Do you know what?
Yeah, I met him once.
He was my idol.
Yeah.
Growing up, he was at the $6 Million Man.
Yep.
That was my favorite show.
Yeah, I met him a couple times at a couple different Comic Cons. Lee Majors. He's still alive.
Oh man, I would have loved to meet him.
Well, why is it that it's funny with Lee Majors? His wife is in the 30s. He's in his late 80s, early 90s. Why is it that guys his age will marry girls that are younger than them?
That's a very good question. It could be it keeps them younger. It keeps them younger at heart, and they I don't want to feel still relevant in today's world. Maybe.
Do you like the actor? I'm a big fan of the actor. Are you a fan of Sam Elliott?
Sam. Oh, that's the guy with the voice, right?
Yes.
And I think he played. Was it Roadhouse? Did he play Roadhouse?
Tombstone. He's also in a show called The Rancher. Ashton Kutcher. Yep.
Yes. I love Sam Elliott. Yeah.
What do you like him in, Tombstone or Roadhouse?
I loved him in Roadhouse because that's the one I remember.
Now, what your favorite Jack Nicholson movie? I was asking this question earlier before we got on the air.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Jack Nicholson movie?
Probably off the top of my head, it would be probably Anger Management.
Yeah. See, I'm surprised you expect that one because I thought you would pick Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman, excellent too.
Yeah.
Now,
why do you like Anger Management the best? Is it because
it was funny?
It was funny,
and I like to laugh. I like to, when I watch a movie, I like to have fun. I like to just laugh. I love movies like Batman, action movies that kind of take me away from reality and just let me, disassociate from the real world and enjoy. That's what entertainment is to me.
So AI music, how do you feel about AI music becoming the new thing? Because there's a lot of people online are doing videos of songs with different artists' voices that they wouldn't sing certain songs. Like um, Metallica singing "Seal Kiss by Rose" by James Hetfield from Metallica on AI voices. You know, making the voices sing like that. Do you think it's? I think it's getting stronger by the day. AI is becoming the new norm for music business. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm mixed on that right now because
I
again,
like it though for the voice reasons. Like,
do you?
yeah,
Yeah, I haven't really heard any of the voice yet, but
yeah,
just I think that it takes the artistry out of the art out of the artists.
yeah,
These are musicians, they're artists. Um,
yeah.
it's their own. There's feeling, there's soul.
Hmm.
So I'm curious. I'm curious to see where it goes and how it ends up because like I love the blues
Yeah.
and the blues just has a lot of soul and heart into the music. And sometimes the voices in blues aren't the greatest, but
Yeah.
you get a lot of impact and feeling out of what they're saying because you feel what they're saying in the music.
Were you ever in a band at all in your lifetime? Ever in a rock band or something like that?
Nope, I wasn't, but I played in a few jams. I played in front of people playing guitar, and I currently play with a few people, and we like to think we're in a band, so we play loud and have fun.
And what about your wife and the kids? Do your kids ever in a band? Your kids?
Nope, they were in the junior high band at one point, or the elementary band. They
Yeah.
played the typical things. We've done a little bit of, I don't know if Bree might not remember this, but we did some karaoke way back in the
Nice.
day, and that was a lot of fun. And my father would steal the mic from everybody and just go off all night long singing Elvis songs.
Do you like Elvis or no?
A little bit.
A little bit.
There's some songs that I love.
So, funny thing I got to tell you. So, if I ever had a time machine that I could create, I would go back and I would date 20-year-old Anne Margaret from the 1960s.
Ooh. So, and how old would you be?
I'm 28.
So you'd be 28 and dating 20-year-old
Or
Anne Margaret.
Yes, in that time period in the 1960s.
Oh.
Because I like girls that sing, and she sang a lot. So I like girls like that sing like that.
Yeah, she had a very nice voice.
She's still alive, actually. Anne Margaret. She's 82 now.
So you wouldn't marry her anymore?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Actually, I got to tell you, for a girlfriend, I was thinking what kind of girlfriend I'm looking for. I'm looking for a girlfriend that can sing, that can drive, and that can be out late at night with me. Because I do karaoke a lot at clubs and stuff. I like to go out late at night to sing and meet people. So I need a girlfriend that can do that can be out with me late at night because I have a lot of energy. So I like that.
I love it. I think that's fantastic. You know exactly what you want.
Is it good to know what you want?
Yes, I believe it is.
It is?
I believe it. Yes.
Yeah, is that being picky though? Is that being picky with what I want?
I think if you're looking for a girlfriend, if you're looking to have someone that's serious, I think it's best to be picky.
It is?
Yes,
Why?
I think so because if you're going to be with that person for a long time,
Yeah.
you're with that person for a long time, and you want to make sure that you really like that person.
So I want to ask you, who's your favorite actress?
Actress. Good question. Let's see. It would. I have to think on that. That's.
I'll give you mine if you'd like.
Yes. Yeah.
I've had a crush on her for a while. I have a crush on Amanda Seyfried.
I don't know who Amanda Seyfried is.
She was in Mamma Mia. She was in Mean Girls, actually. She was kind of the dumb, ditzy blonde in Mean Girls, Karen.
Oh, yeah. She's a good one to have a crush on.
Yes.
I think I might have a little crush on her, too.
Now, so I have a question about music. So a lot of people at my work think I'm a Swiftie. All right. And this is a rumor. I haven't confirmed or denied this yet.
I've heard things. I've heard that you might be a secret Swiftie.
I mean, people have said that. Certain people have said that to me in the past. I haven't confirmed that yet. I haven't denied or confirmed it yet. I'm leaving that as an illusion right now.
Oh, that's good. Good.
I'm
that's good.
think a little bit. But I may announce it at some point. I might do a big event and say, as of today, like I'll do like a big announcement for it. Now, I was telling this the other day. If I ever had a campaign for my Serenity Presidential campaign, I would have Bree. I would give Bree a cabinet job. I would give Bree a campaign job.
Oh, really?
Do you think she could keep? Let me use the word. Less unsavory people away from me. Like, she could keep protesters away from me pretty quickly. Like, could she tackle them? Like protesters that like wanted to get into my event. That like.
Oh yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she has the way to go. Like, she'd be like, get away. She like push them out. Could
Oh
she
yeah,
physically
yeah,
do that?
yeah. Could she could turn into like a big cat, big mama cat, go and scare people off. I think she could.
Now, what do you think you'd be good at in a campaign job? What do you think you'd be good at? Do you think you'd be good at talking to the media, or would you think you'd be better on like behind the scenes format? What do you think you'd be best at?
I think I'd probably be better at behind the scenes.
Like Secret Service or not like that?
Yeah, I could do Secret Service.
Secret Service.
Keep you safe.
Is it? Now, how do you think Trump with Secret Service now? How often do you think he mingles with the people? Because I know he likes to talk to people a lot. Do you think he mingles to a limit? Like, how do you think his security tells him when he can mingle, when he can't? Because you can't really tell him no. So how do they do that with Trump?
Yeah, I don't know. I would guess that he just does what he wants to do, and I think security is probably on their toes with him.
What do you mean they're on their toes? They're watching
because he just kind of does whatever he wants to do. If security says, "Hey, we need to go," he's like, "No." He's probably like, "Now a few more minutes."
Few minutes, yeah. So what do you do at that point? If he says no, a couple more minutes, do they let him? Do they leave him alone? Do they tell him no? We have to go now.
Well, I guess they can't just drag him out because that wouldn't look too good.
Look too good. Yeah. So now let me ask you a question about AI. Do you think they're gonna make AI albums at some point? They're gonna make albums with musicians now. Like their art's gonna come back to life.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. I think that's definitely where it's heading.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like I said, I've had some songs that I play that I'd like to put words to. So I'm wondering if I could tap into the AI and they could create some lyrics. And
whose voice would you have? Okay, kind of question about that. If you have lyrics, who would you have singing it? Whose voice would you pick? If you had to pick somebody's voice that was famous to sing it on AI, who would you pick?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe someone like Buddy Guy.
Buddy Guy?
Yeah, do you know who Buddy Guy is? He's a blues guy. He's got a very deep voice.
Deep voice.
Yep.
How do you feel about Bob Dylan? Do you think he's okay?
I do. I like Bob Dylan.
You do?
Yeah.
Bob? Why is Bob very mysterious, Bob? It's weird. Like Bob's like weirdly cut off from the world. He's very like isolated, Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
It is?
I think, I guess, for himself, I think that he probably just doesn't want to be too. Some artists just like to keep to themselves, and he's probably one of those. And
did you ever go backstage at a concert in your lifetime, or never?
Good. I'm sorry.
Did you ever go backstage at a concert?
I never did.
Never did?
Nope. I wish I did. Did you?
I've been to a couple shows. I sang with Gene Simmons once at a show. Gene Simmons at a show one time.
Do you go backstage with him?
Yeah, sometimes.
I heard he's crazy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy though. Gene, do you like Kiss or no?
I do. I used to love Kiss. Yeah.
You did? Did you hear about Kiss's final show that they had?
No.
Yeah, December 2nd. He had it a couple of days ago. Do you think that's going to come on DVD at some point pretty soon? They're going to put that on CD and people can buy it. What do you think that's going to sell? Do you think that's going to sell?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Kiss has a cult following, I think, for many years. So people that grew up with Kiss still like Kiss, and some of the younger generation has jumped on the Kiss bandwagon too, I think.
Are you a Celtics fan at all? Do you watch a lot of Celtics games?
Yeah. I've been known to watch a few Celtics games. I used to love them back in the day. I haven't watched much lately, but
what era do you mean back in the day? What era?
So that was when I was growing up, when they first got Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Those years. The Larry Bird years, and then the big three.
Big three.
Paul Pierce and
KG. All love that team.
Yeah.
Now, will the girls ever into basketball like you were or no? So the girls ever into basketball like that?
No, but they played basketball.
They did?
Yeah, and they were both very good at basketball. They both were pretty athletic.
Now, let me ask you this. So, have you ever heard of Howie Carr?
Yes.
I met him once or twice. He actually, you know where T-Bones is?
Yes.
Yeah, he did a broadcast there.
And did you like him?
He was okay. It's funny. He's a little more crankier than like he's kind of curmudgeon-y.
He seems like a cranky old
Why
guy.
is that though? Is it because why do you think he's very curmudgeon-y? Is it because he's older? Is it because he's old school? What is the reason why I think someone like him, his age, would be curmudgeon-y?
I don't know. That's a good question. Well, he probably takes a lot of we had talked about being opinionated. Sometimes when you're opinionated, you can take a lot of heat and a lot of flack, and you get a lot of negative from people, and that could cause you to be jaded. And not just see the world through a different lens.
You know who I heard hated Howie Carr's guts for a long time?
Who?
Whitey Bulger.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Didn't I thought Howie Carr wrote a book about.
He wrote a couple books. He wrote articles about him too.
Yeah.
And actually, he said that Whitey almost killed him a couple times. He said that Whitey almost tried to kill him a couple times when he
I'm
was in.
surprised he never did.
Now, let me ask you this question about Nicholson. Why do you think Jack Nicholson has written his own book yet? Because I feel like at some point, Jack needs to do an interview. It's been a few years now, I think. Do you think Jack will ever see Jack interview ever again? Because he hasn't acted since 2010.
I don't know. I hope so. Maybe he'll create something like memoirs from Jack.
Memoir. But all right. Question: do you like audiobooks?
I do.
What kind of audiobooks do you like? You mentioned
I typically let's see, the last one that I listened to was, I can't remember, it was The Empire of the Moon or something. It was about the Native Indians. And so it was very interesting, and it was a little historical about the history of America and the confrontations they had with the Native Americans.
Oh, so why can't people my age narrate audiobooks? It's the biggest pet peeve I have. Why can't I want to see more people my age or younger narrating audiobooks? I mean, too many audiobooks narrated by people that are over 50 doing audiobooks. I don't know. It was a pet peeve.
I've quite honestly, I think you'd be great at as an audio narrator. I think you've got a great voice.
Thanks.
And I think we need to make a change.
I think we do need to make a change.
Today's the day we make a stand, and we stand up and say,
we need younger audiobooks.
Yeah, we need, exactly.
There are too many, older ones doing books. I don't know. It's just a pet peeve I've always had, for the longest time. I feel like, you just see younger people doing audiobook narration that are younger.
Yeah, and a lot of people are trying to get the actual authors who wrote the book to do the audiobooks.
Yeah.
Too, because they prefer to hit some of the voices. Some of the voices I wasn't crazy about at all, and it kind of turned me off to the audiobook.
Which ones do you know that they turned you off?
There was one. It was I think it was George Orwell's.
Which one?
I think it was 1984.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
All right. Which audiobook do you think you've listened to that had a bubbly voice reading it? I mean, I like the word bubbly. It's a word a lot in life nowadays.
Bubbly is a good word. I like that word too.
What book did you think you listened to that had a bubbly edge? I don't know, personality edge.
Yeah, probably the books that I've read they didn't have a bubbly voice. They were more serious. So I wouldn't say that I had any books that had a bubbly voice.
Do you think Jack would ever do his own book on narration? Jack would.
I would hope so, because it just wouldn't be right if it wasn't Jack's voice.
Really?
I feel like if I was listening to an audiobook by Jack Nicholson, I would want Jack Nicholson's voice.
Now, I think he would do it. He would be Harper Audio presents Jack's Memoirs of a Madman. That's the title I just came up with. Memoirs of an Actor by Jack. It's me, Jack. Chapter 1, something like that. I don't know, something of that ilk. He would start off with that.
If Jack is out there watching this, I think Brian should do your audio book if you don't want to do it, Jack.
In Jack's voice, though, I can't do it.
Oh yeah, you can do it. Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah, but what if Jack came back and said, he doesn't sound anything like me? What if he came back and said, is my voice wrong? What do I say then? If he come back and says, he doesn't sound anything like me?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, now, listen to this, Jack.
What is your favorite Nick Nolte movie?
Oh man, name some because I forget some of the movies that
48 Hours.
Loved 48 Hours.
Okay. Did you ever see him in Hulk?
No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't see the movie.
That one was with Eric Bana, Sam Elliott, and Liv Tyler.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. No. It was Eric Bana, Sam Elliott, and Jennifer Connelly. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. That was made in 2002. And actually, do you remember Nick Nolte got his DUI charge?
Yeah.
That was the same time when that happened. So he had the heavy hair back then when he did the Hulk movie. Now, I like when Nick Nolte says, I didn't come here to see you. I came here to see my son, my real son. I like Nick Nolte.
You got that down.
Now, actually, Nick Nolte has a book out too. I've read it. And believe it or not, he actually reads his own book.
See that? Yeah, that makes the whole book even that much better.
What about Gary Busey? You know who that is?
he's absolutely crazy.
Now
that's what I love about him.
his book, he reads his own book too.
Did you? So you've heard
Yes.
this book?
Yes.
Oh, that's got to be super entertaining.
He freaks out in the book a lot too. He's like he goes like I grew up in the year of time. My parents would go up here. Like he just like loses it every so often in the book.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that book just because that would make me laugh.
It would make you laugh.
Oh yeah.
Now why? A funny question about Gary. Why is Gary? Gary? I mean, why is Gary his brain? He just like he'll freak out like every so often. Is that because of the motorcycle accident he had many years ago?
I don't know. It could be. It could be, or just that's his personality. You know, he's.
But can medicine make? Yeah. But can can medicine make that go away?
Who knows? But all I know is that every day it seems like something new comes out as far as medically. And health-wise for people. So I think that anything's possible nowadays. I think.
So when you worked at the program, you said you worked at Shore for a long time. Were you a strict boss or no? Or like were you like a strict boss that a lot of people said like he's a strict boss? Like did they ever say to you you were a strict boss when you worked there?
No.
No.
I just like to have fun. Make sure that
well.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever have to yell when you worked here or no back then?
No, never yelled. No.
Never yelled. What is do you like the actor Johnny Depp or not? What do you think of him?
Yeah, I like the actor Johnny Depp. And he plays guitar.
I forgot he plays guitar.
Yeah.
What about did you hear about what do you think Ozzy will ever tour again? Ozzy?
I don't know. He's funny. You know,
Weird.
if you ever I remember he had a show. There was some reality show. I saw like a couple snippets of it.
Yes.
And he could like hardly form a sentence. He just shuffled around. But then if you put him in front of a microphone, it was like Ozzy Osbourne. Just
regular Ozzy.
Yeah.
No.
It was like he just hit a switch.
Now speaking of forming sentences, you think Biden's gonna run again?
If he is still alive.
Do you think he's going to make it? See, Trump doesn't think he's going to make it. I don't think
I know. As each day goes by and you see him on camera, you wonder,
is he going to go across the finish line? Now, but do you think they're going to give? How do you think they're going to make him energetic? Like, so he can be like 38 again? No, like I think they're going to give him some kind of energy stimulation. What are they going to do?
Who knows? They could be. Who knows?
Could be.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Spider-Man at all?
I used to love Spider-Man. Growing up as a kid, I liked the original cartoon we used to watch on TV.
Did you?
You know, the old Spider-Man?
Oh, the last one in the 60s, right?
Oh, yeah.
What about, who's your favorite villain of all time? Villain character in Spider-Man. I guess we'll go Spider-Man first. Spider-Man.
Let's see. Spider-Man.
Yes.
Gosh, that's going back. I think it was it the Rhino?
Oh, wow. Yep. That's way back. Let's see. I like Doc Ock.
Doc Ock. Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
You know who played him in the movie Spider-Man? Remember who played him in the movie?
There was a couple different people now.
Well,
Spider-Man, right?
Well, no, I'm saying Doc Ock. Remember who played Doc Ock in the movie?
No, I don't know.
Alfred Molina.
Oh.
Now, I'm questioning about Christmas movies. What's your favorite Christmas movie of all time, would you say?
Oh, that's probably Christmas Vacation.
Now, why is it in that movie there's a scene where someone gets cranky? There's a scene where someone like yells. Is that the dad that yells? He's like,
yes.
I don't like it. What is he? Why is he mad about Christmas in that movie, the dad?
Because he was supposed to get a big bonus that he got every year. And then a new boss took over and decided to cut out the bonus, and he got, instead of a big fat bonus with lots of money,
yes,
he got a Jelly of the Month club. So if you were expecting, let's say you were expecting $20,000,
Mhm.
and instead you got Jelly of the Month, I think you'd be a little upset.
Yeah. Do you know who Jerry Callahan is?
Yes, I do.
Did you listen to him on EI when he used to work on the sports radio station?
I did. I
EI?
used to
You did?
him and Minahan when they were. Do you remember Kirk Minahan?
Yep, I like Kirk.
They were-
Minahan.
Talk about controversial
Yeah.
and opinionated.
Yeah. Now, did you hear about why they left? I think there was reasons why they left or why they were fired.
I'm not probably because they were so opinionated and did whatever it seemed like they kind of did what they wanted to do and went against what EEI wanted. So I think there was probably
Station personnel.
Yeah.
Do you know who Lorne and Wally were? Do you remember those guys at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met those guys actually a couple times. I did their show a lot when they would do like a lot of like remote broadcasts at different
Really?
locations. Yeah, they went to Reading. They went to what do you call it? Jordan's one time. Jordan's Furniture in North Reading.
Oh, nice.
And they did a full live broadcast. And now I have a question about that though. Why is that human radio now gone? So morning radio is terrible now. Morning radio is awful. Why is that humor gone? I miss that old style of humor.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't listen to radio anymore.
Yep.
But no, I agree. I think that it's because it seems like the cancel culture that these shows are under a lot of pressure to toe the line, to be politically correct, and if they have any stance one way or another, that it causes issues with their listeners. So I think they have to play it down the middle, and unfortunately, it loses it. For people like you and I, we get turned off by that.
But do you think it's going to come back though? Do you think humor is going to make a comeback at some point? It will.
I hope so. I hope so. I think that we take things too serious nowadays.
Now you mentioned you did karaoke with the girls one time at your house. What song? Do you remember what song you sang at karaoke and what song the girls sang at karaoke that time? You mentioned that to me once.
Let's see. The girls, I'm not sure because, like I said, my father just took the microphone and started singing a bunch of Elvis songs, and we couldn't get the microphone out of his hands.
Oh.
But let's see. What did I do? I think I did the BC Boys, Paul Revere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about the band Queen?
I love the band Queen.
Yeah, they're a great band.
Yes.
Have you seen the movie that they did on Freddie Mercury on his life?
No, I didn't. I heard it was really good, though.
Really good. Now, how do you feel about Freddie Mercury on AI? Because actually, his voice with AI, it sounds perfect on AI. Freddie Mercury.
Really?
Yeah.
Then hey, that. So are they going to create more? Like
they already
Freddie
are.
Mercury songs.
They already are making Freddie Mercury songs.
Wow. See, that's part of it. The AI that I think I may like.
Yeah,
because you've got a voice, a person that you really like, and you always say, "Gosh, I wish that person was still around to make music."
Not physically, but they are kind of an AI now.
Yeah.
If you bring them back, I mean, do you think at some point, like, would you listen to a Queen AI album? Like, if a Queen came out with a new album, if they preferred his voice on it, would you still listen to it if they put?
Yes, I would.
Yeah. How do you feel about the movie Rudolph? I watched it with my parents actually last night for the first time.
It was one of my favorite Christmas movies.
I'm a fan of the character Yukon Cornelius.
Me too.
You too?
Yes. Mush.
Mush. Now, have you ever seen the movie Frozen when that came out? Did you listen to it or watch it when it came out?
I did.
You did?
I had to because.
What do you mean you had to?
Because I had two young daughters.
Oh.
That were everything about Disney. So any Disney movie came out, we had to watch it.
Did you go to Disney with them again, or if they too older? Like,
I would definitely go again.
Definitely go again.
Oh yeah.
Now, who were the girls' favorite characters back? Like, who were the girls' favorite characters in Disney? Like, who would you say were their favorite characters that you knew that they liked? When they were younger?
I think that there was the Little Mermaid.
I like that.
There was the Frozen characters in Frozen. What was the girl? Was it Meredith? Yeah.
What was Meredith then?
Meredith was, I think she was the Scottish girl who.
Oh, Brave.
Yeah, I think it was Brave. Yeah.
Now, did you like it because they liked it, or did you find it kind of boring when they liked it?
Some of them I liked. I think I liked Brave. Frozen was cute.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Now, who played when they were little? Who was into it more, you or your wife? Like who? Like when they were little, when they liked it, Frozen. Like who played along with it more? Like your wife or you? Like who was more into it because of them?
That's a good question. Probably my wife, but I'd certainly like to sing along with the girls.
Did
We belt out some of the songs.
some songs?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite Kiss song of all time?
Is it "Rockin' After Midnight"?
Rock and Roll All Night.
"Rock and Roll All Night"? I think that was.
Yeah. I like Christine 16 actually.
Ah.
That's actually one of the songs
Now, what is it about that song that you like so much?
because it's a Gene one.
Ah.
Because I like Paul Stanley, but I think Gene's got a better voice than Paul Stanley does. I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
now why is it that singers like have you heard Bon Jovi sing now live?
I have not.
He can barely sing. He croaks when Bon Jovi croaks when he sings out Bon Jovi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 60 now, and his backup band sounds better than he does.
Yeah. There's a lot of cover bands, backup bands,
Yeah.
and they play the songs better than some of the originals now. But again, it's sometimes, as you get a little older, you're not as your voice changes, and sometimes you're not as sharp.
What about David Lee Roth? You like Van Halen back in the day?
Now, if you ask the question, which Van Halen group did you like? Did you like the one with David Lee Roth
or
or
Hagar?
Hagar?
Yeah.
David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. Yeah, when Van Halen had him, I love Van Halen.
Now, why Roth? Is it because his voice?
Yeah, his voice to me was just
So
fantastic.
I saw Roth I went to go listen to Roth in concert actually, up in New Hampshire. Actually, do you know where SNHU is?
Yes.
He was there with Kiss. Actually, opened for Kiss.
Just like how long ago?
Like 2 years ago.
How was his voice?
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me because he had such an interesting voice back in the day, and as you get older, your voice changes. So I'm sure that he's. Sometimes people just don't sound good live. Like they make an album,
Yeah.
and you hear the album after it's been all touched up and fixed in production and engineering, and then when you hear them live, it's like, whoa, what am I listening to? It's a whole different sound.
Now, do you like Sammy Hagar's voice at all? Or
I do.
You
I think Sammy Hagar's got a great voice. I just wasn't a big fan of Sammy Hagar and Van Halen and the music that they produce.
Now, why do you think Sammy Hagar was more lovey-dovey? Is that accurate to say he had more lovey-doveys? Well, not voice-wise, but the content was more, well, maybe it depends on the song I guess I'm really looking at. But I think it was more lovey-dovey. Sammy was more like about love. You know what I'm saying? Kind of what I'm getting at, sort of.
Yeah, sort of. But David Lee Roth was certainly
like
he wasn't about love, but he was definitely about the women and
yeah. Now, do you think that Trump will hire the same people he had before that he knows better who to hire in his administration?
No, I think he's going to make some big changes Yeah, he has to. I think that was one of his biggest problems. I think, it just seems like whether it's Democrat or Republican, it seems like that whole system, that area just needs a whole reset. They need to clean it out, because I think that more people in America are more alike than we are different. And for some reason, it just seems like both sides are just separated in America.
How do you feel about Trump's? I like his debate style. What do you think of Trump's debate style?
It's entertaining.
Entertaining.
Sure. Oh yeah.
How would you describe it? I wouldn't say he's boring at all.
No. And he's entertaining. People like to tune in to see what he's going to say. And
yeah.
Now,
my favorite thing he said is one time they asked him about credit cards, and Trump was, you haven't hired anybody. I've hired more people than you haven't hired a single person in your lifetime. Like, I like the way he'll say something about somebody like.
Yeah, he just straight to the point. He says it like it is. And
well, I think it's scared of that. Everybody gets scared of that when he says that. They get scared of when he goes at them. They get scared of that when he says when he goes, you know what? No. You know what? Like he gets like then they go after him like that in the primaries. Believe it or not, I think if Trump made, I feel like he would say, Congressman John Amaro, where is John? Where is John? Where is John? Did you ever see Trump in New Hampshire?
No, I never saw him. But
no.
And I like when you use the word bigly.
Bigly? Why? It's just a funny word.
It's a funny word. Yeah.
Now I ask you about the word mystery for a second. Mystery.
Yes.
I feel like I have to share this. So where did that come from? Do you know the origin of where that started and where that came from exactly?
It was probably just something off the cuff. We're just having fun and probably heard it someplace and thought, oh, this. At the time, it was a mystery.
Do you like Looney Tunes?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I used to watch Bugs Bunny,
Porky.
the Road Runner,
Yep.
Porky Pig.
All right, cool. Well, John, thanks for coming on the show tonight, John, and we'll have you on again sometime soon, I promise.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. This
All right,
is
man.
fantastic.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
You good, man. All right.
Yeah, we could have gone all day.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.